Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout 4. I am AutomaTitan and today we are going to be attending a meeting with Sean at the head, and it looks like all of the heads of department are in the room already. So let's not be too late and let's attend the meeting.
I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first.
I don't think I'm trusted.
Trust in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware.
Everything is going to hell.
Completely secure with the exception of one notable.
I assume that's me getting in by way of teleportation.
Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified.
Good.
Monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence.
Whoa.
No immediate signs.
Justin, you will leave the Minutemen alone. My Minutemen are no threat to you.
Other points throughout the continent. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties...
Madison, if Sean has allowed me into the meeting, he is confident that I am no threat to you. What was that, Sean? No, I have no idea what phase 3 is.
What's phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity.
It can get you a lot of things.
Abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases.
I believe so.
Compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
And that must have made life more difficult than it needed to be. But unfortunately, with your line of work and with the current state of the world, that's unfortunately the reality of the situation. You will be needing to make as much sacrifice as possible in order to ensure progress is maintained.
Are you
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
quite right? For far too long we've been dependent on others, on our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever.
That's a bit of a big risk, Sean.
Survival, but our prosperity.
That might be the case, but in the event that the reactor explodes, well, you've already seen what's happened topside.
Sounds like an important step.
That's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires...
I've got to say, I love the fact that Sean is incredibly confident in us, where all of his heads of department are incredibly suspicious about us.
I have been under Dr. Bolton's care.
Is everything okay, Sean?
Sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please, everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
I understand, Sean. There has to be a way we can help you. I mean, we can put you in cryostasis, work on a cure, and release you from cryostasis when a cure has been developed. We can save you.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy. You can't be serious.
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Sean?
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
I understand that, Ali. Right, Sean, are you sure you want me as your successor? I mean, I'm honoured that you have put me forward for the position, but
Just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
I'm sure they are, Clayton. But do you mind giving me and Sean a moment? I mean, I don't want you listening in on probably a private conversation, so off you go. Right, Sean, I'm honoured that you're putting me forward for this position, but as your heads of department said, are you sure I'm the right person for the job? I mean, what's his name? Justin. He has an eye on my Minutemen, who I am in charge of. Admittedly, we are nowhere near the point I want us to be yet, but there will be at some point. And I don't want what I'm doing here to conflict with that, or what I'm doing there to conflict with this. So are you genuinely sure that this is a good plan? Along with that, I'm sure you already know that I somewhat disagree with how you reclaim synths. I mean, I can see the justification behind...
Some amazing things with our genetically engineered products.
Leave the room, Clayton. Leave the room. Right, what was I saying? Oh yes. Right, I understand the need to get rid of the synthetics that leave the Institute and go off and become raiders, like the one in the mission a few episodes ago where I was repeatedly murdered with a mini-nuke. I'm still not happy about that. But the kind of synthetics in the following mission, you had me reclaim and repurpose 4 synthetics that just wanted a life of their own. And while you see them as machines and you see them, well, you see it as you know what's best for your synthetics, you're not God. Sean, you're not God. And I think the fact that you're dying is proof of that. Either way, what do you have to say?
Someday our sins can reclaim the common man.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in.
It is.
I'm sorry. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
Not a problem, Sean. It's not a problem, but I'm going to try to do it.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about you. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us. But for you especially, I know you'll do the right thing.
Well, that happened. I don't know what to say, dudes. Other than thank you for watching today's episode of Fallout 4. I am AutomaTitan, and I will see you next time.